Most animals can carry a variety of pathogens, viruses, bacteria that can cause diseases. For example, coronavirus that we are experiencing these days. Animals that can carry and spread infectious diseases are called vectors. We still don't know which animal exactly is the vector from coronavirus, but scientists are still working on it and researching. Among these vectors, we have mosquitoes. They have mealy-like mouthparts that are designed especially to pierce in the skin from animals and plants. These mouthparts enable mosquitoes to suck the blood from animals, humans, and nectar from plants. There are many species of mosquitoes. In some species such as yellow fever and Asian mosquitoes, the female mosquito feed on humans and animals' blood. This is because female mosquitoes require the blood from animals and humans to lay eggs. These female mosquitoes that feed on animals and humans' blood have the capability of spreading deadly diseases such as malaria and dengue. We can prevent the spreading of these diseases by using insect repellents and cleaning some suitable areas for mosquitoes to lay their eggs. Other animals that can spread diseases include rats, cockroaches, and houseflies. We are talking about diseases and injuries.
Hello! Today we're going to talk about communicable diseases. They are caused by microorganisms that are scientifically referred to as pathogenic microbes. These pathogenic microbes can be viruses, fungi, protozoa, bacteria, and parasites. These pathogenic microbes can spread from person to person through physical contact with infected people or contaminated objects. Some of these pathogenic microbes can be transmitted to other living things through the air. This is the case of coronavirus, for example. That's why we need to stay at home to be safe. So what are some examples of these communicable diseases? Some examples of communicable diseases are the common cold, influenza, chickenpox, and measles. Other examples are tuberculosis that is transmitted through the air, malaria, through mosquito bites, and all types of hepatitis that is transmitted through exchange of fluids such as sweat, saliva, and blood between an infected and uninfected person. Something we need to know is the difference between communicable disease and non-communicable disease. A communicable disease can be passed from one person to another, and the non-communicable disease cannot be passed from one person to another. Let's see now the concept of disease. What is a disease? A disease is an illness that affects our health and prevents us from functioning normally. There are many types of diseases. Some are serious and may be infectious. These diseases are easily spread from one person to another. Others are not so serious, and the person suffering from that illness will usually recover after a few days. Some diseases are communicable. These diseases can be passed from one person to another. Remember, communicable can be passed from one person to another, and non-communicable cannot be passed from one person to another. Okay? So, there are some examples of communicable diseases, and they are the common cold, influenza, chickenpox, and measles, as we already saw. Now we're going to see each of them, the common cold, influenza, and chickenpox and measles. The common cold is the most common infectious disease in humans. The common cold is spread when an infected person sneezes, and coughs into the air, and the air is breathed in by other people. Symptoms of the common cold include runny nose, sneezing, coughing, headache, fever, and muscle ache. There is no cure for the disease. However, taking medicine can relieve some symptoms of the disease. The common cold usually lasts about 3 to 10 days. So, remember, there is no cure for the disease. When we go to the doctor can just give some medicine to relieve the symptoms so we can get better, we can feel better. Then we have influenza. Influenza is commonly called flu. Flu is contagious. It is transmitted when an infected person sneezes or coughs into the air and the air is breathed in by the other people. It is transmitted like the common cold. The first symptoms of flu are muscle ache, headache, and high fever. These symptoms are then followed by more symptoms such as cough, sore throat, and runny nose. Treatment for influenza includes a range of medicines. Some of these medicines can relieve some symptoms of flu, and flu usually lasts about 7 days. So, influenza or flu lasts more days than the common cold. Now let's go to chickenpox and measles. Chickenpox and measles are spread through contact with the bodily fluids of an infected person. Chickenpox is a contagious illness that causes a red, itchy rash on the skin. Measles causes high fever, runny nose, and red eyes before a red rash develops on the whole body. Those suffering from chickenpox and measles must not scratch their rashes and must keep clean to prevent further infections. So here you see a boy that has this disease.
Now we know some common diseases, some symptoms, and how to treat them. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching. Bye!